Media Relations here at FIU. I would like to thank all of you for coming out this afternoon for what is a historic day here for FIU. I also want to welcome those who are watching us via the World Wide Web. With that said, I would like to introduce our Executive Director of Sports and Entertainment, Pete Garcia.
I'd like to welcome everybody here today, and thank you for coming. This truly is a historic day, not just for the athletic department, for the entire university. Something that we've been working on for a very long time. I want to thank a number of people. I'm going to start off with thanking the Sun Belt Conference. They've been great partners with us. We've had a great relationship with them. We're going to continue that relationship. I want to thank Wright Waters, the former commissioner, and the current commissioner, Carl Benson, who just took over a few months ago. But today is a new beginning for FIU and FIU athletics. There are a lot of people that were instrumental and made this happen. I want to thank our chairman of the board, Albert Mari, who's away on a trip today, so he couldn't be here, our vice chairman, Michael Atler, George Arizurieta, who I know is here somewhere. He's the chairman of the athletic committee. Al Dotson, who's the chairman of the Stadium Finance Corporation. I want to thank our administration. Without our president, who I'm going to introduce you in a few minutes, this would not have been even remotely possible. And the staff that he has, from Ken Jessel to our provost, Doc Wartzog, our legal counsel, Christina Radama, who's been very, very busy lately for us doing all these contracts, the entire administration, all the deans. This school, I can really tell you, backs athletics 100%. The reason why this school decided to invest in athletics is because in today's society, athletics really is something that we could use to brand the university. And there are a lot of great things going on in this university. Athletics is just one of them. But our law school went up 19 spots this past year in the national rankings. They had the highest passage rate in the state of Florida. Our new medical school is making great strides. We have one of the top 5 hospitality schools in the country. Our business school, I could go on and on and on, okay? And what we're doing in athletics is just trying to get people's attention so they focus on all those good things that we have going on here. I also want to thank our coaches. Without the work that our coaches have done, and we're very fortunate here to have excellent coaches, okay? Not only are they winning, their student athletes are graduating, and they're involved in the community at a rate that, I take my hat off for them, because these student athletes don't have that many hours, and they devote a lot of hours to the community. I want to thank our student athletes, all the former student athletes that have been here that work tirelessly to make this happen, to get us to this level. Our current student athletes who are working hard, and they work hard around the clock, year-round. I want to thank the athletic staff that I have. I believe I have the best staff in the country. They work hard, they work 24/7, and they've all been working on this. You can see that we've done a lot of things here in the last few years with the facilities, almost $10 million of renovation into the basketball arena, this football stadium, the current renovations to the football stadium they're doing, finishing up the north side of the stadium. Everything has been done with a plan and a purpose. We want to give our student athletes the best opportunity to compete at the highest level. Accepting the bid to go into Conference USA is going to afford this university that opportunity, our student athletes and the rest of the university. The visibility that we're going to get at the national level is going to be great for this university going forward. Financially, there will be financial ramifications in a few years that will be beneficial for athletics and for this university. The more exposure that we get as an athletic department, the more that people all over the country know about us. And when they find out about us and they come down here to Miami and they see this beautiful campus and they see all the great programs that we got going, it's easy to attract some of the top students, not only student athletes, some of the top students to this university. I'm going to introduce at this point, and then after the president speaks, we'll open it up for questions. But yesterday, we signed the document to accept the invitation to the Conference USA. It will happen officially July 1st of 2013. So this year, we will compete in the Sun Belt Conference, except for our men's soccer team. They've been competing in Conference USA already. But our coaches have been ready to compete. Like I said, and we met this morning, our coaches recruit to be a top 20 program. And all our coaches have done that. Turtle Thomas last year cracked the top 20. Coach Cristobal was a few votes away from being in the top 25. He won the conference championship 2 years ago, has been to 2 bowl games. Our women's soccer team won the Sun Belt Conference. Our women's tennis team last year won the Sun Belt Conference. Our golf team was invited to compete in the NCAAs. So this has truly been a team effort from everybody. And I want to thank all our fans, because this is also for you. I want to thank our alumni. We have over 160,000 alumni in this area. And they've been coming out to support our student athletes and support their program. This is their program. And the most important group that I want to thank is our student body. Without our student body, we wouldn't be here today. They support us financially like nobody else in this community does, and they support us by giving us that 12th man advantage, okay? They are loud, they are rowdy, just the way we like them. You got a commitment from myself, all the coaches, and everybody else that we are going to come into Conference USA a year from now, and we're going to compete. We're not coming in there just to be in Conference USA. We're coming in there to win. Everything we do is to win, is to graduate our student athletes, and to be involved in the community. At this point, I'd like to introduce the person that had the most to do with, and he really, FIU has been his life's work, except for a few years that he was a chancellor of the State University System, Tallahassee. He has always been affiliated with FIU. He just doesn't talk it. He walks it. He goes to just about every sporting event on campus. He makes it a point to travel with the teams. He really does bleed blue and gold. Without his hard work and the things that have gone on behind the scenes to make this happen, I will tell you it would not have happened. So at this point, I'd like to introduce our president, Mark Rosenberg.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all for being here. This has been a very special week in our university's history. On Monday and Tuesday, we graduated nearly 4,000 students at 6 commencements. Each of our commencements was standing room only because our graduates brought their families, something that we're very proud about. On Wednesday, we had a nursing pinning ceremony. Now, I'd like to think it weren't the case, but it's probably the case that at some point in your lives, you will all need a great nurse. And I'm happy to tell you that our nurses are among the best in the country. That pinning ceremony was very, very meaningful. On Thursday, yesterday, we had a gathering downtown Miami where we named the Entrepreneur of the Year, our good friend Tibor Hollow, at an incredible ceremony. So this has been an unbelievable week, and it's capped off by the announcement that we are going to make formally in just a moment. As you know, because you've been part of it, we pride ourselves in turning the impossible into the inevitable. Indeed, just a few years ago, it seems, we were proudly entering the Sun Belt Conference. There we made great friends, we established rivalries, we developed lasting friendships, as Mr. Garcia has mentioned, with the commissioner, Wright Waters, with the new commissioner, Carl Benson, and with member university presidents. And I'm particularly grateful for the work of Jack Hawkins at Troy and President Gary Ransdale at Western Kentucky University. Indeed, ladies and gentlemen, we should all be grateful for the home that the Sun Belt gave to your FIU as we were in the process of turning the impossible into the inevitable. Today, we stand before you to proudly announce that we are making another move. This move is in the interest of our student athletes, our fans and supporters, and this institution, as well as our community. So therefore, we are pleased to announce that we are accepting the offer of the Conference USA to join the conference in July of 2013. And I note for the record that Rory is particularly excited because you saw the arm moving in that direction. Watch out, ladies and gentlemen. This is a significant step forward for our athletics programs and indeed all the university. We're looking forward to working with conference presidents, including my friend Scott Cowan, who's president of Tulane and president now of the conference, as well as Conference Commissioner Britton Banowski. We do appreciate their confidence and their respect and their enthusiasm for what we bring to the table. I do want to thank our Board of Trustees. Trustee Ari Zurieta is here with us. I want to thank our Athletic Director, Pete Garcia, for the coaches and the staff, our students who have been incredible motors of motivation for us, as well as our alums. Our alums are the backbone of who we are, and we're very proud of them. And I want to certify to you that there is no doubt in my mind that this move will help us to improve all aspects of our athletics program and our university, as well as the visibility of this great institution. So I'm very excited that the Conference USA gives our fans and supporters a new opportunity to understand the incredible world of intercollegiate athletics and the diversity and quality of higher education in this country. So, ladies and gentlemen, we want to thank you for being with us here today on this milestone announcement. Please continue to work with us to turn the impossible into the inevitable and continue to have pride in your FIU. Thank you all very much. I believe we're going to take questions and comments now with Paul. Thank you.
Before we open it up to questions, I'd like to say a few words, and so with the President, for the media in Spanish. Hoy aceptamos la invitación para entrar a la conferencia USA en todos los deportes en julio 1 de 2013. Esto va a ser, es una cosa muy importante para esta universidad, no solamente para los equipos de deporte, pero la universidad entera, dándole visibilidad a toda la universidad en todo lo que hacemos con la Escuela de Ley, la Escuela de Medicina y todas las escuelas que tenemos. Y en este momento el presidente va a decir algo en español.
Bueno, nos complace dar a conocer a nuestra comunidad que hoy nosotros hacemos conocer a la comunidad un cambio de conferencia, un cambio que va a ser importante no solamente para nuestra institución, pero así como para toda la comunidad. Nosotros entramos en lo que se llama la Conference USA, una conferencia que es, digamos, que sobresale en cuanto a instituciones parecidas como la nuestra, universidades que sí tengan escuelas de medicina, que tengan, digamos, casi en algunos casos el mismo tamaño de nosotros. Y por lo tanto, nos complace hacerles conocer que ya hacemos este cambio y ese va a traer consigo una mejoría en la competitividad nuestra, y así como la visibilidad de su alma mater FIU. Muchas gracias.
A lo mejor algún día yo puedo hablar español también como presidente. Y también le queremos dar las gracias a una persona que es muy importante, lo voy a decir en español y después en inglés, al comisionador nuevo del comisionado de la Conferencia USA, Brent Banowski. I'd like to thank Commissioner Brent Banowski because without him believing in us and in our vision, this would not be happening today. So I'd like to take my hat off to Commissioner Banowski and thank him. And Paul, I think at this point we're going to open up for questions.
So, any questions for Mr. Garcia? Okay, Paul.
The FAU series, football.
Sure.
Where is that?
Right now, we don't have all the answers because there's still the merger that could happen. There's still other teams. Yeah, the question was about continued series with FAU. And right now, everything has been put on hold until we get more clarification from Conference USA as to how many conference games we're going to play. We don't even know that right now. We also have outstanding agreements that are out there that we're going to abide by with non-conference opponents, Pittsburghs, the Louisvilles, Dukes, UCFs. So we're gonna monitor that as it happens. But basically, we don't have enough information at this point to make any decision. Do we want to play FAU and teams in Florida? We want to play everybody. We want to play everybody. We want to play everybody in the state of Florida, and we want to play the top competition everywhere. But obviously, playing teams in the state of Florida is a huge advantage for us, for our student athletes. They don't miss as much class time. Financially, it's cheaper to play local teams. And then we want to give the fans the opportunity to watch their schools play. You got one more?
You mentioned money a while ago. I assume you've done the balancing or checked out the figures. Is this going to be a big increase in travel expenses and things?
Actually, for us, the travel is a huge benefit, both financially and for our student athletes, because most of these institutions that we're going to be competing with in Conference USA are real close to major airports. And one of the advantages that we're going to have, rather than flying into an airport and busing for 2 or 3 hours, most of the time we'll be able to fly into the airport and get a hotel right there and play right there. So yeah, we've analyzed everything very carefully. I'd like to thank everybody for coming again, and we're real excited, but thank you for all your support. Thanks a lot.